listening to that music that we actually can't hear.
Yeah.
No.
Hello everyone, the World Cup's over! Woo!
England lost, by the way.
Yes.
Epically lost.
Yeah. Oh well. Still, only 4 more years.
Worst performance we've done in a long time.
What, for 4 years?
Well,
the worst performance since the last World Cup.
okay, well, touche.
Anyway, hello everyone and welcome to another allegedly interesting instalment of
Real Time! Yeah! Right, today we're going to have what we would like to call a quick fire round. We're just going to like summarise all the films we've watched like since 22 Jump Street?
Since 22 Jump Street,
yeah. And we're just going to discuss our opinions like really brief, we're going to keep it quick. Like, literally, this episode is filler.
Filler!
Till Guardians of the Galaxy, no doubt.
How long's that come out? Oh, that comes out at the end of July, doesn't it?
Like 2 weeks.
Anyway,
yes.
Let's start.
Well.
So I have to admit, I was one of those people who couldn't see the point of this film. Could you see the point of this film?
Oh yes, it's about Malificent, the big bad of Sleeping Beauty.
But I just couldn't grasp my head around why this
Disney's
character needed a film.
It's Disney's take on Wicked. That was pretty much it. I think when they started scripting out Maleficent, I think Wicked was a very big inspiration for them, considering how successful it is.
Yeah, and I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised.
It certainly defied gravity.
Anyway, I genuinely thought the best bit about it was Angelina Jolie as Maleficent.
Her cheekbones were astounding, by the way. But yeah, I think, to be fair, Maleficent, I think she stole the show.
Yeah.
The only problem is, every other character I grew to hate.
Oh, that was so bad. The King was awful.
The King was a terrible actor.
I couldn't understand a word he was saying.
The fairies were a pain in the backside. Aurora kind of stole the show in the bad kind of way.
Aurora? What,
the actual Sleeping Beauty? Yeah,
up until like halfway through, when the story pretty much reverted to Sleeping Beauty, I just didn't really care anymore.
But to be fair as well, this is spoiler territory, but Maleficent doesn't turn into a big FU dragon, and that was a no-go. You do not turn the crow into a dragon. Maleficent is a dragon. It's what everyone remembers her for.
With green fire, which they didn't even have in the film.
The fire I'm not fussed about, but Maleficent is the dragon!
Ah!
Anyway, yeah. But so other than that, great film.
I wouldn't say great. The scenes with Maleficent in are great. Everything else is just trash.
I really enjoyed it, but I think it's because I went in expecting to hate it.
And I think as well, the ending sort of reverted to the sort of ending from Frozen, like love is the answer and all that, and it just kind of started up there and just kind of...
It's Disney going, we've learned our lesson, okay?
Yeah. So, out of 10, what would you give it?
I'll give it a 6.
I'll give it a 6.
You know,
6 is fair. I'm not going to better your score this time round, because I know how that offends you.
Good. You're going to have a lower score than me the whole time today.
No. Well, we'll wait and see. So anyway, Maleficent, 6 out of 10.
Alright, next film.
The invasion will fail. We lose everything. I die within 5 minutes of landing on that beach, along with every other soldier.
Get down! How did you do that?
Come on!
Come find me when you wake up.
Live, die, repeat. Edge of Tomorrow.
Because for some reason calling it Live, Die, Repeat is a fin. What?
Yeah, apparently some people were a little confused by the little tagline underneath.
Yeah, I've seen some people at the cinema that have actually ordered tickets and went, can I have tickets for Live, Die, Repeat? Wait, you mean you mean the slogan?
You want tickets to the slogan?
Skip the big titles that say Edge of Tomorrow and get the little ones that say Live, Die, Repeat.
So anyway, we're getting a little bit off topic here, but I thought it was brilliant because before it came out, there were reports saying like, "Oh, is this Tom Cruise's latest flop?" And it was brilliant. It was really, really good. I mean, what did you think?
I hate Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is a terrible, horrible man, and I don't care what what anyone's argument against me is. I just dislike the man completely.
Do you like Mission Impossible?
Yes, but not for Tom Cruise.
I got no idea what your problem is with him.
But I'll need a whole separate video for that one. But anyway, other than that though, the film was very good. Kind of reminded me of a video game in a way that he had as many lives as he wanted to attempt to complete the mission.
But that's the thing I liked about it, was every time he died, he learnt more about what was happening. It's like when you play Uncharted, you know, and you get to a really tough bit, and as you die more, you know, like, oh, he's going to come out of there at one point, I better deal with him.
Yeah,
and
it's like that of any video game though. You learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, but what I love as well is it didn't really give an indication in the trailer. There were loads of funny moments as well. It's like when he's trying to tell everyone what's about to happen, and everyone's staring at him, and then it cuts to him and he's just got his mouth duct taped up and he's going
I think, no, to be fair, they had a perfect mix of comedy and action, and I actually grew to like the characters in this one.
And it was strange to see Tom Cruise playing a character who's a coward for a change, who literally wants to stay as far away from the battle as possible.
I mean, he is used to playing the short badass.
Yeah.
Because he's short.
Hey, it's good to have short heroes for a change. It does people like me proud.
Any chance to insult Tom Cruise and I'm happy. He's the Keira Knightley of male actors.
Oh, don't bring Keira Knightley into it.
I hate her too.
No.
Should we go to the next film?
No, we need to rate it. I'd give it 8 out of 10.
7.
So I've bettered your score already.
Yeah.
Well done.
You go with 6.
Okay, we'll mix that together into 7.5 out of 10. Woo!
Yay.
Next film.
I love the movies.
You don't mind a little examination, do you?
Well, as long as I can leave me clothes on.
Mrs. Brown's Boys, the movie.
Mrs. Brown's Boy, the movie.
The movie.
The movie.
Now, I think we should just say, are you a fan of the TV show?
I like the television show.
I love the TV
but
show.
Mrs. Brown's Boys is definitely the Marmite of television. You either really love it to pieces, or you can't stand it. People fall into each category. I've seen loads of people that hate it, and loads of people that love it. So really, if you're going to go to this film, it's because you love the television show. And if you hate the television show,
then steer clear of it.
You're not going to like the film, it's the television show.
But, pleasantly, because when I saw the trailer, I thought, oh no, please don't be a really bad TV to movie adaptation, but definitely the second half was brilliant. It was a really fun, funny film.
I agree with you there. The first half was a bit slow, but they did pick up the pace, and it actually worked quite well as a film.
But to be fair, even though the first, well, more like the first third wasn't laugh out loud funny, it doesn't mean that it was boring to watch. I still enjoyed watching it. Yeah, but damn, what was I about to say? Oh, you wiped my brain now.
But either way, what the show is most famous for is how it keeps the outtakes in.
Rory, why are you so sad?
Yes.
And what I did appreciate about the film is they did not forget this.
That was brilliant.
They kept the outtakes in.
And then the entire credit reel at the end was just outtakes, which was just brilliant. But one of the things I loved about it, and it's kind of like 22 Jump Street, where it's sort of self-aware that it's a film.
Yeah, very self-aware.
It's like a bit where Mrs. Brown, Dermot and Buster escape these Russians by jumping into a river, and then it cuts to Mrs. Brown out of the water, and she's completely bone dry, and before she can start walking, she just goes, I'm dry! I love the movies.
But yeah, no, I thought it was a good adaptation. It's definitely not the best television to film adaptation out there. But for fans of the television show, you will be quite pleased.
Yeah, and considering certain other TV to film adaptations, especially of comedies that have just fallen flat, this was a good accomplishment to not quite
it's not
do
the
In-Betweeners movie, not quite to that standard, but I'd say a damn good attempt, especially considering it's his first film as well.
As long as they don't go and make a Mrs. Brown's movie, the movie 2 or whatever, because it doesn't need another movie.
Nah, it doesn't.
Then again, I said that about the In-Betweeners, and look what's coming up.
Woo!
I'm actually quite excited for that.
I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, Mrs. Brown's the movie. I was very thankful it was a good film. So what would you give it out of 10?
I'll give it a 7. Or a 6. 6 or a 7, I can't decide yet.
I'll give it a 7.
I think it needs a second watch to really get a proper opinion made.
And I saw it a second time and I enjoyed it just as much a second time round. So
that's the second time?
Yeah. I saw it with my dad first. No, I saw it with Sarah first, and then I saw it with my dad second.
You whore.
Bring it up! All the way! You guys have never seen a truck like this before.
Dad, you can't keep spending money on junk.
I don't think it's a truck at all. I think we just found a transformer.
I'm gonna ask you this once. Where is Optimus Prime?
Transformers
Age of Extinction. Alright, before we continue this part of the review, you should check out episode 3 of Reeltime, Transformers vs Pacific Rim.
And we came to the conclusion that Pacific Rim kicks their ass, basically.
Well, in terms of the films, anyway.
Yeah, the films.
But we're not Transformer haters, but if you see our opinion of the third and second film, which, you'll understand that we've got interesting expectations from Michael Bay's latest outing with the Transformer franchise.
Yes, what I thought was interesting was how the trailer conveyed a more serious plot with an adult being the main character. And Mark Wahlberg, I haven't seen a film of his that I haven't enjoyed. Well,
he's still a better replacement than what's his name?
Oh, I can't remember his name. But
Shia LaBeouf.
The premise of this film is that the Autobots are being hunted down by the humans to be eliminated after the events of the previous film, and to be honest, that was quite a good premise.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly a darker take than what the last few films have given us.
Yeah.
But Michael Bay has not learned his bloody lesson. These films are not fun. The first one was good. The second one was terrible, focused on fan service, and was horrible. Third one didn't exactly learn much of his lesson from the second one, despite the removal of Megan Fox.
Which, quite frankly, should have been a godsend, really.
And now this one, they've replaced all the main cast completely in terms of humans.
Mark Wahlberg's good.
I mean, it's an improvement.
Yeah.
But these films are too long.
2 hours and 45 minutes is not the amount of time you need to tell a Transformers story.
They're too long, they're just uninteresting. And quite frankly, I feel like Michael Bay just didn't make us exactly care for the characters in the slightest.
I mean, if you think about the length of the film, we actually clocked this. It was 2 minutes before the first explosion, which, to be honest, should have been a good sign. It should have been a good sign. Because, to be honest, the opening of the first Transformers film was brilliant, if you remember, where the base gets attacked. Half an hour before Optimus Prime arrives.
And then it's about an hour before the Autobots get together.
And that's the thing, when they get together with these new Autobots, the Autobot being voiced by John Goodman says, the gang's back together. Did you think the same as me, which was, what gang? You weren't in the films? What?
I mean, the gang is back together, except for that dead one, and that dead one, and that dead one. Oh, shit, actually, you know what? Most of the gang are actually dead, but
the gang,
whatever.
The gang is just Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. So anyway, an hour before the Autobots assemble,
and then, I'm really passionate about this part. As a fan of the Transformers cartoon, I loved the Dinobots.
And if you saw the trailer, you thought like we did. Oh my god, these look awesome!
The Dinobots were something I was really excited for. I wanted to see Grimlock again. I wanted to see Swoop.
The other one,
Slag. You know, I love. Yeah, there's one called Slag. Get over it, Rob. So seeing the Dinobots in the trailer made me go, you know what? I'm actually going to watch this film for the Dinobots, despite knowing that it could potentially be bad. The Dinobots will make me feel a lot better about the film.
And to be fair, the Dinobots were awesome.
They were in all the advertisements, they were in the posters, they were in the trailers, focused in the trailers, and I even saw a big standee with Optimus Prime riding frickin' Grimlock. But what do you do, Bay? Michael Bay, what do you do after showing off all these bloody Dinobots? You put them in the last 15 minutes of the bloody movie.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 minutes, but they were not in it at all. They were literally there as a deus ex at the end. They literally just were there. There was no reason for them being there. They were just like, you're here, you might as well help us now.
I mean, to be fair, the sequences were brilliant, but it's a damn shame we had to wait 2 hours and 15 minutes for them to arrive.
They could have... You know what, I was expecting at least an hour of Dinobots by how much focus was on them in the trailers, and I was massively disappointed in that regard.
Oh man, another thing I was really annoyed at was what we said about the new Autobots. They're rubbish. I mean, they're just racial stereotypes. You've got John Goodman playing the fat American, you've got other actors playing a Chinese samurai.
I'm not even going to bother IMDb-ing them.
And the other one playing a Jason Statham-esque British Autobot with the creepiest faces you can imagine for a robot. Jeez Louise.
But yeah, really did not enjoy Transformers 4, but I will say it's better than 2 and 3.
The action was really good and the CGI was brilliant as usual. And to be honest, Optimus Prime and Bumblebee...
They were good characters, I'll give them that.
And one amazing human character.
Oh, there is one human character who's not supposed to be the best character in the film. He really wasn't.
Literally, for the first half of the film, he's just the biggest douchebag in the universe.
You know what? Screw it. I'm going to spoil this. I don't care. It's Transformers. It's this guy here. This guy that I posted.
Caesar Flickerman for the Hunger Games.
Yeah, he is the most hated character at first and turns into be the most lovable character. You don't do that! Wahlberg should have been the most likeable human character. He was actually somewhat likeable.
But the thing is, nothing happens to change this character. It's literally a scene change and he's just suddenly the funniest character in the whole movie.
He has one incident happen to him and it's like his has a new character rewritten. It's like when they wrote the script, they had two storylines. There's one storyline we had the super serious version of this guy, and then the other one we had the really comedic one. They didn't know which one to go for, so they put them together.
I mean, they could have at least put in a scene where he drinks like an energy drink and he just turns into a child.
I just assumed he's just like maybe bipolar or something like that.
But this could not cover the fact that a Transformers movie had a reference from...
My Little Pony. That was only like a little 10-second reference from Hasbro. But anyway, I think we're done discussing this one. We're going to rant on for everything here. Next film?
No, I want to rant more. I want to rant
We're
more.
not getting the Brodies to attack us, Rob. They're a scary fan base.
Too long.
Next film. Next film. Next film.
Dragons and Vikings! Enemies again! Oh!
How to Train Your Dragon 2! Oh, where do I start with this one? Oh, there's dragons. Oh, and Hiccup was so good, and Astrid was good, and oh my god, oh, there's so much to talk about this mother. Oh, the film was actually so beyond epic. What did you think? Oh wait, you have not watched it yet.
No, not yet.
Rob's had 4 weeks.
4 weeks? It came out on Friday.
There was like 3 weekend previews.
Oh yeah, like I wanted to go with all the bloody kids there. No offence, kids.
Rob had 4 weeks to watch How to Train Your Dragon 2. And he still hasn't watched it. And what's your problem with How to Train Your Dragon, Rob?
Do you want me to actually answer this?
Yes, please do.
I liked the first film, but it had annoying side characters. I didn't really feel that much for the main characters.
Hiccup's amazing.
The twins are annoying. Toothless is alright, I guess.
Just alright. Toothless is the best thing about his feline personality is amazing.
Feline? It's
well,
more like a dog.
it's more like, oh yeah, well, dog, cat, his animal.
Well, the way it kind of
he
goes.
acts like a house pet, you know.
So anyway,
yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 2. I'm not going to go into spoilers because Rob's going to watch it today. I'll make him. And but yeah. Amazing, epic film. I can't decide if I liked it over the first one. It's on par. It's got a more serious approach, but in a way it works really well. So yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 2 is amazing. Everyone should go watch it.
And what would you give that out of 10?
Give it a 9.
A 9?
A 9.
A 9. Right.
Go now, Rob. Go watch it right now. Cinema's 5 minutes down the road. Go. Don't come back until you've watched it. And if you've got nothing to say about it, well, don't come back either. Anyway, yeah, that's my How to Train Your Dragon review. Watch it, it's epic.
Kyle, we forgot to rate Transformers.
We already reviewed How to Train Your Dragon in a really bad way.
Oh, I suppose we
don't need to rate this film.
I suppose we might as well. It pretty much suffers from the same problems the other films did, even though it was a slight improvement of the last two. But it had its moments in its defence.
What would you give the score?
5.
That's very generous, Rob.
It is a bit, yeah.
A bit too generous. I'd give it a 2.
Ah, but still,
maybe a 3.
At least now we can relax in the knowledge that we won't have to suffer another childhood raping by Michael.
No, whoa, chill. It's just a mask. See? Don't freak out. Right?
What the hell is that?
So, if you enjoyed this new format of movie reviews,
then comment below, tell us. Make sure as well to like our video, dislike if you like, and also if you want to say what you don't like about us, please say so, because I will banter with you guys. Trust me, I will, and I enjoy it.
You know damn well you never do. I'm the one who replies to all the comments.
I have my own YouTube channel to look after.
Oh yeah, remind me of that, of course.
Oh, and by the way, watch mine and Rob's latest Let's Play of Let's Play The Hobbit.
Lego game!
Yeah, oh yeah, Lego one. We're just starting a new Let's Play series because I promised them.
So,
and I'm the star of the show.
I'm the show stealer.
We'll see. Anyway, till next time.
Ciao.